Dear students, today we are going to start the second chapter of history, New Kings and Kingdoms. As we know, after the death of Harshvardhana, his kingdom lost the central control over northern India. New kings and kingdoms started evolving in different part of the Indian subcontinent. So in this chapter we shall study about the Gurjar Pratihar, the Rashtrakoot, the Pals and other powers or kingdoms. So let's see. You learned how the medieval period saw large scale changes in society in the last chapter. As population grew and people started to travel for food, water, and trade, they came across smaller and different regions. Those who had the power and support waged wars, and thus newer and more kingdoms emerged. Fertile and usable land was in demand, and those who had acquired it became rich and could control the others who did not have other means of survival. As kingdoms grew, the control over the people started to weaken. The subordinates were given regions to control. The greed and lust for power brought in rivalries among them and led to wars. Whoever one became a ruler. Let us see in this chapter how various kings and kingdoms came into being in India. So, in this chapter, we have some important learning objectives. As I have told you, the Gurjar Pratihars, the Rashtrakuts, the Pals, the tripartite struggle between Gurjar Pratihar, Rashtrakoot, and Pals to get the central position in the northern India. The Rajputs, the Chauhans, Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni, administration of the kingdom's revenue, the Chols, a case study.